since the year started, the girlfriend was in the hospital. Same night, got into a car accident. Place got raided. And then these bastards got into a car accident.
Twice. Didn't they? Twice?
Yep.
Yo. That must say something about your driving abilities if you get into 2 car accidents.
Well, I was in the nurse one, thankfully.
But yeah, so my week's been fun. I've been doing fucking signs for sign design. Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the company name, but you know, that's cool, whatever. But I mean, I go up in a bucket every day and fucking put signs up, or I'm fucking peeling vinyl off the sides of buildings that are fucking like 70, 80 feet in the sky. Fucking sucks, but it's a decent paycheck. It's a decent paycheck, which I'm okay with. But yeah, that's been like the highlight of my week is fucking going up in bucket trucks and shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I can't talk too much about work, cause you know.
Yeah.
We're working with movies, pretty much.
You got the cooler of the 2 jobs.
Oh man, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Some of it is just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's pretty fun. Watching a cat trying to escape off set.
Yo, watching a cat. I can only imagine what movie it is for. I don't want you getting fired, so I don't want you saying the movie.
Yeah. No.
But
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
No, we had one person when we were doing work. They drove up. And they were like, "Oh, can I take pictures?" Like, first of all, why would you even ask? Just
take the pictures. If it's a movie set, then fucking.
Like, oh, what's the movie for? We were building a fence. We were like, oh, a movie that requires a fence. Yeah, she just kept going. Like, oh, can I take a picture?
Well, yeah, she's trying to get information out of you. You're the closest thing to what the fuck's going on here, so she's gonna keep asking you questions about stupid shit.
Yeah, like you're not getting nothing.
But I mean, other than that, as place got raided. That's fucked.
Oh yeah. I mean, so far, definitely better than last year.
Yeah, so far.
Because last year, girlfriend was taken away from me. And
then
I was homeless.
Yeah.
Actually living on the street, homeless.
Yeah, that's a tough fucking deal.
Yeah. No, why don't I talk a little about that?
Yeah, go for it.
Interesting story.
Go for it.
Kicked out of my mother's house, and now I'm left in practically the middle of fucking nowhere. So I think, where do I go? I have to walk 3 hours to Cumberland Farms.
Damn.
That's how far it was.
Damn.
3 hours. Thirsty as hell. Trying to thumb down rides, but
yeah, it's illegal to pick up hitchhikers.
Yeah, well, and even then, I mean, people do, but you see me walking on the side. You pick me up.
I might be like, hey, what's your price? What's your price first? And then I'm gonna be like, all right, well, gas is expensive. Well, not back then. It was fucking like $3 back then.
That was like just in the heat of COVID, so it was still under. Just around $2.
Yeah. That was nice. It took $20 to fill a tank, and now it takes fucking 3 paychecks to fill a fucking tank.
Yeah.
It was $57.36 on my way here, and I was like, yo, fuck driving. I might as well just walk.
Oh my God.
Like, for $57, an Uber is cheaper.
Like, I would never let my dummy like go on, but lately, it can come on as much as it wants.
Dude, I'm saying, like, half my paycheck is just for fucking gas now, and it fucking blows.
Yep. Way too much.
Yeah.
Oh, so anyways, so I walk 3 hours to Cumbres just for water, and then it hits me. Where am I gonna sleep?
Yeah.
Start calling everybody. Oh, can I stay at your house? Can I stay at your house? And nobody answers. And at this point, I'm still in college, so I don't have a job. I don't have money. So then I end up sleeping behind the Cumberland Farms. Damn. And then I hear something rustling in the woods. And then I hear a little bit more. And I'm like, all right, I know what a coyote sounds like. That's a fucking coyote.
Yeah.
So after a quick examination of my environment, I find out that I can jump up on this box and get onto the roof.
Yeah.
So I do that. And then the rest of the night, I'm chilling on the roof.
Chilling on the roof of a Cumbres. Dude, yeah. That sounds like a nightmare and a dream.
Honestly, it was kind of, well, because I had my drinks with me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I made it work. And like, it was the perfect pitch.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, it was like an inclined sofa.
Alright.
So it was pretty nice.
There you go.
So then the next day I wake up, another thing hits me. Where am I going to charge my phone?
Yeah, that's.
I keep looking for an outdoor outlet, but I finally find one and I'm chilling there. And mind you, this is June, so it's hot as balls.
Yeah, it's hot as dick.
I have a backpack stuffed with stuff. I have one of those string bags.
Yep.
And then I have a gallon jug of water that I'm lugging around.
Yeah, that's
So I try walking to my buddy's house and I pass out on the way there.
Oh shit!
Like
heat exhaustion, heat stroke, or yeah?
Well, just exhaustion.
Yeah.
I drop to the ground and then some lady stops. Of course, now somebody stops.
Of course, because you're fucking passed out on the side of the road. What else they gonna do? Run you over?
I was people down the entire time. And so she asked me if I'm alright. Yeah. Gives me a ride. Gets me Dunkin'. Drops me off. I stay at my buddy's for a little bit. And then I have to get to college, otherwise I'm going to be $18,000 in debt. Because financial aid was covering it. Yeah. So
fuck.
I have somebody drop me off near my college. And then I go in. And then after I leave, I spend the entire rest of the night looking for a place to sleep. First place I sleep is in an alleyway. The entire time I was homeless, I only averaged like 3 hours of sleep a night.
Yeah.
Because I had mosquitoes buzzing me.
Fuck, that's gonna be loud as shit. I'll cut it out.
It didn't come up that loud on mine.
Yeah, that came up loud on mine though. I'll cut it out, don't worry. I'll make sure that you...
So yeah, I think the bugs were the worst part. Because
it's June and fucking mosquitoes are gonna be everywhere.
Yep. So the next day, I ended up sleeping in the woods.
Damn.
Like, because there was a little industrial park, they had containers and shit. I slept in between the containers, but there's still grass and everything.
Yeah, of course.
So I still had the bug problem.
Yeah.
And then the next day after that, I go back to the same spot in the woods because that was the best spot.
Yeah.
I was worried about keeping myself safe. I had $700 in my pocket.
Yeah.
So I wasn't trying to get robbed. So the next day I go there.
Yeah.
And I'm hanging out. I feel like somebody saw me jump over the fence because then I hear footsteps.
Yeah, someone probably just following you.
I just keep hearing them and I can't locate exactly where they were. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm not risking this. I dip out. And then when I look back, I see a bunch of flashlights poking out. So I got that one.
Yeah. The cops looking for you now.
Yeah. And then, so I ended up being able to stay with my girlfriend's aunt at the time. And then after that, that first shower I took, you gotta think. After about a month of bathing in the sink of my college. Yeah. That's what I had to do. I had my little book bag with like toothpaste, bar soap and everything.
Yeah, personal hygiene stuff just to keep you going.
I was in that shower from because I got there around like 10 o'clock. I was in there until 1 a.m.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Feeling ever.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Cold water 24/7 on on the whole body. After like fucking a week of camping outside basically in June, that's gonna fucking suck. But that shower's gonna feel so good.
Oh yeah. And mind you, I like to be comfortable. So the entire time I was just thinking, oh my god, I want to shower. I need to find a place to wash my clothes. And then I had a bag of candy that my friend who dropped me off had given me. It was just like candy bars, like Nutrigrain and everything. And then I ended up seeing this homeless dude while I'm chilling, calling people, because I'm still trying to get rides the entire time, see if anybody can let me crash. And I see this dude, he's talking to himself, and he has like his little tent set up. He's got the long little ginger beard. I look at him, I'm like, alright, well he needs his food more than I do, because obviously I don't like Nutrigrain bars. So I go up to him, I'm like, hey, you know where I can find a place to sleep around here? Man, nope, nothing. He's just looking at me like he's like tweaking out. And I'm like, alright, well, whatever, here, take this. I go to give him the bag. He jumps up and starts assaulting me.
What the fuck? Yeah. He starts fucking you up for giving him food? For giving him food?
With the bag, he's on me. I didn't want to hurt him. I just shoved him off and then just walked away.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to give him money. You're supposed to give him food or water or clothes.
Yeah. What was that?
I have no fucking clue. Yeah, that's loud as shit. You're good. You don't have to wear the headphones if you don't want to. I'm gonna clip all this out, so.
I can't hear what's going on. Alright, here we go. It's that.
Yeah, you're good. I'll clip it out. Yeah, I'll just cut it out. Danny, bring up the clip. Bring it up. Oh yeah, that's
So, I always help out homeless people depending on how they look.
Yeah.
Because you can tell which ones you can look for. There are certain kind of giveaways. Like if you look at the fingers and there's a burn mark on the inside of the fingers, it's from a crack pipe. Yeah. Or, you can't really go by the teeth because if you don't brush your teeth, then they just run away.
That, like,
just the way they act.
Fresh haircuts, I've noticed. If you have a fresh haircut and you're cleaned up, that means you ain't really begging for money. You're just begging for money that you don't really need.
Well, during the entire time, I tried to keep myself clean.
Well, yeah.
Like I had my little buzzes.
Yeah, bare necessities just to keep you looking kind of fresh and make you kind of smell clean. But I mean like,
I didn't know how to cut the top of my hair.
How long ago was that? Like 2 or 3 years, if you don't mind me asking.
That was only, well, it's coming up in summertime, so that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, because I've only known you for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, like about that.
Oh yeah, that was easily one of the worst.
Because I remember picking up your girlfriend from fucking your mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was fun.
Oh yeah. And then, I mean, this time I got kicked out again, but at least I found a place.
Yeah, you have a place. Luckily, you have money. Yeah, you had a good job. Yeah, you had a life to kind of balance it out to help you find a place.
She always wants to go to the club and everything. I'm like, I got all the crazy shit away from me.
Yeah.
Like, I get this thing where it's like, I got so lucky back then.
Yeah.
That I don't even want to try to do anything crazy now.
Yeah.
Because I even have to control my temper and everything.
Yeah.
Go out in public. And I have the worst road rage ever.
Dude, I'm saying, on my way here it was fucking pissing me off. Everyone's doing like 35 and like highways. I'm like, yo, if you're not gonna drive the speed limit, get the fuck out of my way. Pull over to the shoulder. If you're not comfortable driving, wait it out. There's fucking rest areas every like 5 miles around in fucking Mass. Just pull over so I can do at least the speed limit, please.
No, the worst ones are the ones that are so quick to pull up past you and then they slow down.
Oh my fucking Christ.
To the speed limit.
Yeah, now you try to go to the speed limit when you just fucking floated doing fucking 50 to get in front of me. I'm going a reasonable pace of 50 miles per hour. You cut in front of me. I have to jack on my brakes. Go fuck yourself. You best believe I'm riding your ass with my horn blaring.
Yeah.
One reason I didn't do it on the way here because I didn't want to get pulled over with all my fucking equipment in the back of my car. But it looks like a fucking hostage situation. I got a bucket filled with wires and fucking a laptop that don't look too, and 2 microphones that pick up literally everything.
Oh yeah. I have a trunk full of tools that can easily be managed weapons.
Dude, I think I have a fucking baseball bat and a glove in my trunk. Baseball bats for protection. Yeah, they keep the glove with it. That way cops, when they see it, they don't go, oh, you beat people up with a baseball bat. They think you're playing baseball. And they look at the size of me and they're like, you ain't playing baseball, you fat fuck. I'm like, alright, fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, you know the thing about that is you're better off just using your fists. Just get assault, not assault.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more for intimidation factor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna toss down the bat once you start charging at me. Or if you got a gun, I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Yep.
I just can't legally carry a gun yet.
I mean, I've heard of people pulling up crossbows.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Like, okay, Daryl, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, seriously, The Walking Dead who?
No, like, whenever I road rage, like, it'll take me, like, maybe half an hour afterwards to be like, damn, it really wasn't that serious.
Yeah, that's what it usually takes me is I get somewhere, I'm getting to the place I'm going, I'm like, where the fuck did I flip out on them? Like, they're just driving at a reasonable pace, except for the highways. That's the only time that I actually flip out on them. I'm still pissed about it.
Yeah.
Like, fucking ridiculous sometimes.
No, this is one highway in my way to work. It's the worst one ever. Because, so, for most of it, it's just 2 lanes of traffic.
Yeah.
Only 2 lanes on a highway.
Yeah.
And it's not like the slow people just taking up the right lane. No,
Yeah.
the left lane. That's the zoom zone.
Yeah, that's the lane you're going somewhere in a mere minutes.
If you're not trying to get a ticket, then stay out of the left lane.
Seriously. Or oh man, I got sandwiched between 2 police cars. One was riding my ass and I'm riding the cop's ass. One's trying to get me to speed up and the other one's trying to get me to slow down. And I hate that shit. Don't pinch me. I'm gonna flip shit. And then I have a car, literally like 3 cars next to me, all going the exact speed limit. Well, this fucking cop's like right behind me. I'm not trying to brake check him because then he's gonna be like, do you know why I pulled you over today? Because you brake checked me. Like, no, dude, I'm fucking following this cop car because apparently you guys have to pinch every fucking person.
Well, they'll try to ride your ass to get you to build up speed too. Yeah. They can clock you on a little bit.
Yeah. St. Patty's Day, they're trying to pull me over for being drunk. Something stupid. Have you had anything to drink? No, it's fucking 10 o'clock in the morning. I haven't had anything.
No, even if I have a sip, I'm not driving.
Yeah.
Because you can drive perfectly fine. You know?
Yeah, after 1, you're good. After 2, you're going to get cautioned. After 3... Alright, maybe you put the keys in the bowl and we hide the bowl, alright?
But the problem is, I mean, you can get pulled over for something stupid, like if you don't stop before the line. The next thing you know.
Dude, like, don't get me wrong, police officers doing their job, those rules are meant to be followed. But if I'm slowing down and I stopped after the line, I slammed on my brakes most likely, and that's as far as I got before I just fucking careened into the red light. Okay? You're lucky I even stopped for that red light, because how fast I was going, I would have fucking ran it. Don't give a shit. You're lucky I stopped.
Well, I mean, like, there's a difference between doing your job and nitpicking.
Yeah.
I think it's also... If somebody's going fucking 80 in a residential area, then yeah, do your job, pull over, beat the crap out of them, whatever you gotta do. But if somebody just stops right over the line, then maybe you don't have to do anything about it.
Yeah. But I mean, like, we have this nice studio going right now. This is nice flooring. I know you guys don't have video yet, but
get a bunch of vinyl flooring.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it. I feel like I'm wrecking it by having my boots on it. But you know what?
Oh no! You realize how much fecal matter I have to clean up off of this every single day.
Yeah, cats and fucking dogs and.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Then I had to replace this washing machine. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
Leaked underneath the vinyl, so.
Oh, is that why like half of it's ripped up? Is that why like half of it's ripped up and there's like half open boxes on the floor?
No,
or is it just?
Right here. I just had to get right there.
Alright, that's not bad. I mean, it could have gotten a lot worse.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just vinyl fucking patching instead of fucking the whole thing.
You can see the little goddamn dingleberries all over the place.
Yeah.
I hate this stuff. Though. Like I've done vinyl flooring before, but this stuff, it has a layer of like the sheetrock material.
Yeah,
so
that shit
if
sucks.
you're too rough with it, it breaks and then you can't use it. It'll rip together.
I like original vinyl flooring because you can just lay it in and it clicks. Just clicks.
Exactly.
Nice and satisfying.
Smack it in there if you have to.
Yeah. Sorry about the footsteps if you can hear them. Why can someone hear them?
V5.
Faux fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman coming. Whoops. I didn't mean to piss him off, sorry. We do have other company here too. They're in the other room. They're loud as shit though, so.
White women.
God
bless them.
God bless America. They wanted to come watch, but I think they're just too shy now, or they don't know that we already recorded. We're recording right now, so like.
I mean, I kind of had a talk with them that pretty much stay away because they don't know how to be quiet.
Yeah, they don't know how to be quiet.
Oh, actually, this is something I wanted to tell you earlier, but I figured I'd save it for the podcast. So, like I said, I work in movie sets. So sometimes we're working while they're filming, right? While they're filming, you have to be quiet on set.
Let's see, third time's usually the charm. They turned it off twice. Damn, you can hear everything. These microphones. Just thud. Like, damn.
Most of the noises over here. I came out of the other day because I was like, something's vibrating.
Yeah.
And usually, in the house, something's vibrating unsolicited. That's not a good sign. Turns out Kathy has like a little massage bed.
What the fuck?
Like, there's a massage bed.
The fuck? Massage bed? Yo, that sounds fire.
Yeah.
Get massage while you're fucking? That sounds fire. Yeah, massage and dome? Count me in.
Imagine how expensive it is.
A fucking vibrating bed? Yeah, it's probably fucking expensive.
They're free in the double-digit thousands.
Yeah, double-digit thousands. They probably sold it on the simple fact that you could fuck while vibrating.
Yeah.
It's a double pleasure. It's a double whammy for pleasure. Go faster.
No, sometimes I just take a look around this place and I wonder what the fuck happened here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but like some of the spotty work.
You see that over there?
Yeah.
That little fucking washing machine.
Yeah.
Or whatever. We interrupted.
Yeah.
I think the best moment I had while they were actually filming on set. Like, so one of my buddies, right?
Yeah.
Because we were in the break area. For some reason, he waits until they say quiet on set to open his soda can. I have never heard the loudest fucking soda can in my entire life.
Yeah, because it's quiet
on set. The entire warehouse is dead quiet.
Yeah, of course.
And then you just hear.
I'd be that asshole in the background, just like quiet on set.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I was waiting for like the director's assistant or something.
Gotta have a DC on set.
I had to take out a bunch of drywall sheets that had mold on them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably everyone was getting sick so many times. Jesus.
I don't even know. I couldn't tell you. Maybe my mold
That's
that
fine.
I've encountered. I used to be allergic to mold, but I had to deal with so much of it.
Yeah.
That I feel like I'm just immune.
I just fucking grew up poor, so I'm always like, my dad used to live in a little fucking one bedroom apartment with black mold in the corner. I was like, damn, Dad, you really hit rock bottom. He's like, nah, we moving out soon. I was like, where? He's like, somewhere without black mold. And I was like,
well, and
fantastic.
Every school that I've been in has had a problem with mold.
Yeah, dude.
Especially BP.
BP fucking blows for mold. Yeah. Dude, I fucking hated BP.
Mm-hmm. I was working in this one warehouse that still had fucking asbestos siding.
You shitting me? This shit that's been legal since like 1990s.
No, the inspectors came out because mind you, this place burnt down in like the early 2000s. But even then, why was there still asbestos?
If it burnt down, then they shouldn't have put asbestos. It was probably dirt cheap to get because no one does asbestos anymore. So they're probably like, fuck it, some company from 1950.
Well, the funny thing is, so this was like an entire complex warehouse area. Everything, all the brick, all those buildings all burnt down except for the oldest building that was made out of just straight up wood.
Really?
It was like untouched.
That's fucked. That's fucked. No, but we got requests to talk about BP, and I don't know if we can or can't. So, I mean, I don't want to run out of time with fucking BP, but at the same time, I don't want to get sued. Like, we can call a guest witness to this bullshit. There's actually 3 kids that are went to BP, I should say.
Yeah.
In the other room.
Actually.
4 of them?
Yeah.
Damn.
Plus us 2. For me, like,
it wasn't bad.
High school wasn't awesome, but I had fun. I made sure.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, especially when I first got in there, I was quiet my my freshman year because I had so much going on in my personal life. That school was just like a job for me.
Yeah.
Like, I go, I do my shit, and then I leave. Then once my personal life calmed down a little bit with all the problems I had, the trouble I was getting into, I started having more fun at school. Because it was just a place that I had to go every day. So I made the best out of it. I was walking around the hallways, screaming, fucking writing my Instagram on bitches' arms and shit. Dude. My shop teacher actually, he had me take paint thinner around the shop because I wrote my Instagram so many times everywhere, like the lockers, the bathroom, pretty much everything. He had me take paint thinner and take it all off. Yeah. But there's definitely, I've seen pictures lately because I still know people that go there, and they sent me my little tags.
Dude, I never did that, but I was a fucked kid when I was the opposite when in high school. When I first started, I was loud as shit. I was fucking everywhere. People knew me. They knew me as Big Red because I had dyed red hair, and I was on the football team, and I made friends with all the JV and varsity kids, and then fucking freshman year, I fucked off, did nothing for fucking schoolwork, just barely passed. Everyone knew my name. That's when I met CC and fucking Jade and all of them, and fucking. And then, like, sophomore year, I started to kind of die down. I was still funny as shit. Everyone knew my name. And then junior year, I switched. Like, it was just, like, instantaneous. I was like, fuck the world. I don't give a shit about this place anymore. I have 3 close friends, and that's about it. You can leave me the fuck alone. I get out of here in 2 years. This is like a life sentence now. This is like prison sentence. Bristol prison.
I made friends with everybody. The weird kids, the cool kids.
Dude, I had friends who everything because I also did like fucking 30 different groups after school. I was always after school. I was either weightlifting, in like the sex ed after school thing. I was in fucking 30 other things after school. So I was friends with like everyone, freshman and sophomore year. And then junior year, I don't know if it was like a 2-year relationship.
The school thing I did was drama club, and that's just because I knew there were girls, and then I was a whore. I was a straight whore back then.
You know, I'm so glad your girlfriend doesn't listen to this fucking podcast.
Oh, she knows I was a whore. She saved me.
She saved you. Yeah, dude. I'm fucking single Pringle. I wasn't my freshman year, and then sophomore year, like halfway through, I wasn't, and then junior year. Wasn't the entire junior year, and then senior year, I was fucking single because I was like, fuck everyone, I don't give a shit. Fuck bitches, make money, and that's all my motto was, dude. I didn't have anyone for friends except for like 3 people. I didn't text anyone, didn't hang out with anyone, and then like after high school, it's like, damn, I really was an asshole in those last 2 years. I had to change my attitude after high school because I was like, no one gives a shit anymore. It's fucking life now.
Yeah.
After 18
year, I was
years.
having fun. Definitely senior year because all I did after school was drink and work out. That's like all I did because I wasn't working. I only did summer jobs.
That's all I do now.
Yeah.
Just drink, work out, go to work, and then lather, rinse, repeat. And then every Friday I have this. That's about it. Mm-hmm. After that, it's just fucking nothing. Then every once in a while I hang out with someone. Mm-hmm. That's about
right
it.
now I'm just waiting to go back to work. So I have so much free time, it's like I feel drained for some reason.
Dread?
Drained.
Oh, drained.
Like I have so much free time, it's like I just don't have the energy because I know I don't have to do shit.
Yeah, that's fair. I wish, dude.
Like until they call me in to go back to work, I play video games, which I'm trying to keep entertained by because I'm the type of person where I will get sick of something in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. That's the opposite for me. I have like 5 minutes to play video games and then I'm off doing something else. And that's about it. I mean, like, that pre-workout, that's like my 4th one this year so far. And it's only been fucking 3 months. Yeah. I've been going to the gym nonstop, pre-workout, fucking bangs and fucking Bud Lights, Bud Heavies. Yo, stop moaning in there. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
It's dead! Waiting for all of you! Oh, you need to leave! You need to leave! Wristbands! Wristbands! Show me your wristband! Show me your wristband! You ever seen those TikToks? The ones with the fucking guy? Oh my lordy, lordy, lord! No, not the wristband guy. The guy who's always coming up to people. Oh my lordy, lord! And he's like tapping him. Is that a Frosty from Wendy's? I just have some. Boop. Thank you.
See, I used to get a lot of like the actual, like, you know, Karen's hub. Yeah. A lot of that on my feed. But after a while, it's like I just couldn't watch it anymore. You ever just feel like so embarrassed for another human being?
Dude, I feel that. Like, I'm like, yo, I know you're wrong at this point. I'm dumb as shit. I'm just gonna swipe away.
You can't skateboard here.
This one lady was standing in front of the person trying to skateboard, but she kept shuffling out of the way. Yeah. And then she tries knocking him off, but she falls, and then that's when she fucking screaming and wailing.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but the Karen stereotype is hilarious to me. Like, why does it bother you so much? I get that if there's rules, but if they're skateboarding, mind your fucking business.
People just want to feel important.
There's reasons. There's a reason that the cops are a thing. It's to enforce those laws. So if you see a group of kids skateboarding when they shouldn't be, don't say something. Yeah. Just walk away. Call the cops from a far distance. If you're gonna be a narc, be a narc. Mm-hmm. Don't try and be the fucking almighty power-inducing fucking asshole that's like, you can't skateboard here. No, go fuck yourself. I'm gonna skateboard until someone with authority comes, okay? I'll respect my elders, don't get me wrong. I'll walk away, and then once you leave, I'm gonna come back and keep skateboarding. But fuck you can't tell me what to do.
No, I can't stand people like that. So, that's why, like, when this whole mask thing came around, I had a deviated septum, so I couldn't breathe with the mask on.
Dude, I'm asthmatic, and that shit hurt.
You know, I still wore it because I knew if somebody said something. Like, I have been struggling to work on my temper to the point where I just sucked it up and suffered through not being able to breathe just so nobody said anything to me.
That's why I smoke a fuck ton of weed. And at that point, like, I'm too high to get hot. I'm fucking mad anymore. Like, I'm just fucking stoned out of my mind when I go to work, and I'm stoned when I get home, and I'm like, alright, today was a good day, even though I had like 3 people yelling in my face because I was doing something stupid. Like, I said that on last week's episode of the podcast, but I almost died a couple times. I love getting yelled at from Karens about almost dying. Like, thank you. I know my life is in danger. Thank you for reminding me every 5 seconds. Like, dude, we were putting up a fucking sign in Duxbury or some stupid shit, and this lady's like, you don't have your harness clipped. And I was like, it's fucking 50 feet into the sky. If I fall, I'm choking on my blood because my ribs are puncturing my lungs. Thank you. She goes, well, that's not a very safe job to have. I was like, no shit. That's why we have safety harnesses. And that's why I'm not going to fall out of a fucking 6-foot bucket, okay, lady? Like, this bucket goes up to my chest. If I tip over, my legs are going to catch the bars. Like, fucking idiots.
Self-employment formula.
Yeah, seriously, dude. Like, you ain't getting paid to watch me. Go the fuck away. Go the fuck away. Or like, we have to hang banner signs. There's one on 24. Yeah, 24 on the way to Target. You know that big ass Target one that's up there. That one we did. And that's like 150, good 200 feet in the sky. And when we got back down from the crane that has no safety equipment, ladies were like, "You do that for a living?" I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "That's unsafe." And I was like, "Oh, thank you for letting me know. I will sure as shit quit right now." And I looked at my boss and I go, "I quit." He goes, "Aight." I just started dying in front of these old ladies because, like,
you want to see my pay stubs? My life is worth this money.
Yeah, dude. Like, thank you for reminding me my job is dangerous. Oh, we're still recording. Yo, laptop just timed out for a second, so it picked up me going, well, what the fuck?
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, seriously. Yo, you bitches need to shut the fuck up in there. Yeah. Oh.
See, the one good thing about the raid is we can't really have parties here like there used to be.
Dude.
So I used to go to sleep with like 50 people in the house.
Dude, I felt so bad every time that your girlfriend offered for me to stay here. I was like, no, I'm gonna drive, which was code for I'm gonna go park across the street, pass out in my car, and then drive home in the morning. Half the time that, like, I had a couple beers, it was literally I just went across the street, slept in my car, because I was like, I'm not going home. I'm fucking shit faced. I'm gonna get in my car and drive directly across to the church because no one's gonna bother me there. Turn off my car and sleep. Dude, it's the middle of winter and I'm fucking curling up. That's why I have an emergency blanket. I have fucking all that shit. I'm not driving home. I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna fucking risk my life for that. I went 2 feet maybe from this place to the fucking church across the street. The church never knocked on my windows because I always had an alarm set for like 6 a.m. So I was like, I'm out before even service is in. Because, like, I remember when I used to come over here and it was fucking like 50, 60 people just sleeping over. I'm like, yo, that's fucked. There's people curling up next to each other. And I'm like, yo, I'm a single Pringle and I'm gonna head out. There's fucking, like, people grouping up for the night. Fucking stupid.
I like peace and quiet. Especially when I'm working. Like you were saying with the Karens, I love just, like, being alone.
Yeah.
And being able to just bang something out. Like,
dude,
the thing about my job is if I have to cut 200 studs. I remember in one morning, so from 7 to lunch, which was at 12:30 at the time, I cut 200 studs.
Yeah.
Like 3 different lengths because I just love being able to put my headphones in and bang something out. I don't want to have to deal with people and all this other bullshit. Karens especially.
The one thing,
working in public.
Yeah. The one thing I hate about my job now is that I can't put in headphones unless I'm doing like vinyl work, which is literally just like pictures that I'm posting on Windows. Like, I can put in headphones. I'm driving the transit to and from places. I'm driving for like an hour and a half. I just get the bump music on the way there because I'm riding solo, put up vinyl, and get the fuck home. Like, it's simple sometimes, and then when I'm working with someone, it's usually hanging a big ass sign. I get to, like, me and that one person are up in the sky, and we don't have to talk to anyone except for each other. And half my coworkers are stoners, and they're fucking hilarious. Even my boss is hilarious. He's not a stoner, I don't know, but he's a fucking riot.
No, the best thing is just working with one person because then you can just bond while you're doing this shit.
Yeah. Like, what was it? There was a hydraulic leak in one of the fucking cranes, and we didn't realize until all of a sudden the crane just started going down. And we're like, oh shit, we might want to get out of here before we die. And that was funny because we're both looking at each other like, are you moving it? Are you moving it? No, we're not moving this shit. And, like, it was like a subtle, like, just slow drop. So, like, we're going like maybe an inch every like minute. So it's just like slow drop, like an elevator slow. We're just like looking at each other like, I didn't move the fucking crane, did you? And then, like, we're looking both dead in the eyes like, I hope you're not fucking with me right now. It was a very trusting situation. It was like, are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me? And then we stay up there for like another 30 minutes just to fucking point at people and laugh because, like, we're watching people walk out of a fucking building. That's just funny as shit. Or like seeing like the crazy people at Walmart or something like that.
That's always been my favorite pastime. Like, when I first met my girlfriend, I'd have to tell her, if I just start laughing out of nowhere, don't question me because I'm most likely roasting somebody. Like, it was especially bad in high school because I get so bored that I just sit there roasting people. Like, oh, this bitch looks like an alligator. Like Hank from Breaking Bad. And I just start dying laughing, and then I'd be like, oh, I was just on my phone. This one time, I was roasting this one girl, and I started laughing so hard that I gave up my phone because I told them that I was looking at something that had me laughing.
I love that and like making fun of people's voices. I don't know what it is, but I love them. Because then they don't want to speak, especially if it's someone annoying. I'll be like, yo, you sound like Kermit the Frog. Shut the fuck up. I love that part. Because then I'm only picturing that person talking, and then like the next thing I know, it's like, hi, no, Kermit the Frog here. And I'm like, yo, I'm dying laughing because you're talking way too much right now.
Like, I'm wanting to talk because I'm young, but I sound like I've been smoking for 20 years.
Yeah.
But I have a thing with voices. Like, some people, I just can't stand their voice.
Dude, this is the high squeaky ones that like instantly remind me of like fucking Carl from fucking Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy's mom likes my croissant. I just not dying laughing. I'm thinking like Mickey Mouse when some people laugh because
like frat boys.
So dude, like you wanna go crush and push on the Fridays? Like Alpha, Omega, Beta, fucking 12. You know what I'm saying? Chad and Rad over here are gonna get fucking lit.
No, I think the worst one, you know that one dude on TikTok? Morbid facts. I hate it so much.
Yo, speaking of TikTok and fucking voices, have you seen the ones of people getting clapped out while they're reading books? There was a huge thing on it for like people were reading books, like chicks were reading books, and they were getting like fake fucked. But there was one that was a dude that was like kept grabbing her head with like fucking baby oil and just like looks into the looks into the camera and just goes, read more, read please. Dude, it was the funniest shit. And she's like moving, like it looks like she's getting clapped out. You only see like the torso up. She's like reading a book. And it's just her, like, fake getting clapped out. This dude's just in the background, fucking, like, applying baby oil so his hands just grabs your fucking dome piece. Read, please! And, dude, it was the funniest shit I've ever seen on TikTok.
It's like a fetish or something. Dudes like chicks that's just completely seem uninterested.
Yeah. That's weird. I don't know if I like that.
There are too many weird fetishes.
Dude, I'm saying furries and... Don't get me wrong. Whatever you do behind closed doors is what you do behind closed doors. But if you're fucking doing it in public, I don't do PDA anyway. I don't do it unless I'm behind my closed door. You don't need this. I don't need to show the world that I'm a straight man. You can guess whatever the fuck you want. I know what I am. I'm gonna do it behind closed doors because I respect your personal space, and this is a public area. I'm not gonna fucking bang on my chick in the middle of a fucking Ruby Tuesdays. Cause
like those kids that make out in the middle of a fucking shopping mall.
Dude, I used to hate those people. Like, fuck me. Go find somewhere private. Yeah. Go find somewhere private. Is mom and daddy not allowing you to go back to your house with this girlfriend that you've had for fucking 2 months? Fuck you. Go back to your apartment or something.
You know, especially when I was in high school, because I swear it must be a medical condition, but I always looked like at least 10 years older than I am. So when I was 14, right, that's when I really started dating.
Yeah.
So at that point, I looked 19, which had advantages, but it also had disadvantages when I was dating girls my own age.
Yeah,
I'd be out in public with a girl that clearly is 14, and I look like a 20-year-old, and I'm getting looks. I'm like, guy, I don't even have.
I can show you my ID. Oh wait, I can't because I'm not of age.
Yeah, right. Oh my God.
I'll pull my wallet right now. All you'll find is some crusty ass pennies and a fucking picture of my girlfriend. That's about it.
That was the worst part. That's why I just ended up dating people that at least looked my own age.
Yeah.
So
you can go for those milfs now, but you ain't taken. So really can't. That's the problem I have now. Is like I look 21, but just 21. Mm-hmm. That's the worst part. Is because now I get carded places. I'm like, fuck. And then like when the fucking bill passed for nicotine consumption to be over 21, I was pissed because it was like a month before my birthday. I was pissed. Dude, I was like, I can't have a smoke, I can't have a beer, but I can go across seas and fucking shoot people. I can't own a gun in my state. I can't own a gun until I'm 21, but I can go across seas because I signed my name over to the government so they could let me shoot a gun.
No, and
fucking
the
ridiculous.
funny thing is, so like when I was in college, I was the youngest person in my college. I was supposed to start at 18.
Yeah.
I started at 17. So I was in there with like 20, 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
And I smoked cigarettes. They all smoked cigarettes. I was 18 at that, after a certain point. And they had me going in to buy cigarettes for them because they would get carded at like 22, 25, or whatever, and they wouldn't bring their wallets to school. But I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's the funniest fucking thing.
I always got asked to go into places now because like there's a couple places that don't card because they know me. They're like, oh, yeah, he looks 21. The cameras will show that he looks 21. All they usually ask me is for my debit card so they look like they're looking at something, and that's about it. But I mean, after that, it's...
Yeah, as long as you show them something.
Yeah.
Like, I've had times where, like, when I was like a teen, I would show them my card and they just look at it and pass it back. They just have to look good for the customers and the cameras.
Yeah.
Like, when I was 14, there was this one dude in the shop down the street that I would get cigarettes from. So I would go there regularly, but I'd have somebody buy them for me.
Right.
And then one time, he charged us $15 for a pack of cigarettes that were, at that time, like $10 or $11.
Yeah, like those were just getting up. A couple, like, Jesus.
And this was like 5 or 6 years ago. I lose track of the time, but... So next time I go in there...
6 years ago, packs of cigarettes were like only like $7, $8. Jesus Christ.
I don't know what they are now.
They're like $12 a pack. I'm like, yo, go fuck yourself. I'll just grab my Nick stick that's 20 and this will last me a lot longer than a pack of smokes.
Yeah. No, the thing is, I didn't pay for vapes for the longest time because I'd always be like, alright, after this one I'm not buying anymore, I'm gonna quit. And then somebody would give me one. And I'd be like, alright, well, you know.
After this one,
I'm not gonna let it go to waste after this one. That's continued for like the past 2 years.
Oh. Hey, one monthly stop for 4. One a week. It's gotten better where I had 4 in my car of golden tobacco, and they taste awful, but it tastes great afterwards. It tastes like a coffee ice cream.
Yep.
It's fantastic. But then, like, at the end of it, so it's a dye and it tastes like ass, and you're like, alright, well, I think after this one I'm gonna quit. And I'm like, I open my glove box, I'm like, oh shit, I still have 3 more, let's go! I don't have to fucking find another one or buy another one.
Well, that's the worst part. Like, I don't have an addictive personality, but if it's around me and I like it, I'm gonna do it. Like, I like nicotine because it gives you that little head buzz.
Yeah, it gives you
But
that
if there's
mind buzz.
none around me, then I won't feel the need to go out and buy one. But if somebody's around me, I'm like, oh, let me hit that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the problem is that everyone around me has one. So even when I do, like, I think I quit for like 3 to 4 months, and that was when I really cut off everyone. I was like, I'm just focusing on me. I'm gonna try and get my life straight. And then like after that, it's like, all right, I'll slowly start hanging out with friends. And they're like, oh, I got this new flavor. I haven't seen you in like 4 months. You still smoke? I was like, no. They're like, just try it. I was like, I'm good. And they're like, no, just try it. I was like, I don't give in to peer pressure. And they're like, just try it. And then like I have a couple beers later, and then I'm back to it. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, I quit cigarettes when I was in college, and I'd always say that I was gonna quit vaping too, but there was always that one kid that had this vape that, like I said, didn't have an addictive personality. I'd be like, all right, let me hit that. But the one time I actually managed to completely not do it is after college. I started working HVAC.
Yeah.
And it wasn't around me because I was working with a bunch of old dudes.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to worry about it.
Right.
But then next thing you know, I'm hanging out with my girl's friends, and I'm like, oh, all right, let me hit that.
Yeah. That's a slippery slope right there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Box talk. Talking at the box. No, everyone keeps asking me, is it pussy talk? I was like, no, it's just boxed up boys. Box talk. I don't know. It's easier to say than fucking like questions from the audience.
Q&A. Q&A for you fancy folks out there.
Name one thing still on your bucket list.
Skydiving.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You never catch me dead skydiving.
Oh,
Same thing with bungee cord.
Like, I've experienced everything, but falling through the air at high speeds, I only experienced that in my sleep.
Dude, how do you know what that feels like? But I digress. Skydiving you'll never catch me doing. Top of my bucket list right now is going over 270 in a car. Yeah, it's gonna be
worse than skydiving.
Dude, you make one fatal slip of that steering wheel, you're done. Yep. You're done. There's like
walking to the left a little bit, you're out.
Yeah, dude. Like I've seen some cars go like 310, and that was the max. I'm like, yo, I just want to hit like 270, and I'm good. I'm good after that. You can fucking murder me. After that. After I felt that adrenaline rush, I want to be driving. No one else. Just me. Tunes cranked. Yeah, bucket list stuff. That's still on my list. Going over 270. I mean, that and like traveling the world, but like even then, I'm like, I don't really need to go see a fucking.
I feel like that's one of the things where like it sounds cool, but once you actually try to do it, it's kind of like, oh, alright.
Yeah, I mean, like that sounds fun, but I mean, like I can go visit the Eiffel Tower.
They cut out like the months that it takes to actually get to the place.
It takes the months of planning, the months of actually following through with those plans, the months of getting to the place just to take that picture that's gonna go in your photo library that everyone else has done 1,000 times over. I want to take fucking stupid pictures like me leaning off the fucking Eiffel Tower or something stupid.
Well, the great thing is I could do that if I wasn't tied down to everything.
Yeah.
Think about it. Movies, you can go anywhere. LA, Italy. Anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere you fucking want. But I mainly just work around here.
Another thing would be to be famous on any social media platform. That'd be a top bucket list thing.
I dreamed about that when I was a kid. Like, imagine getting paid to play video games.
Dude, I always thought about that, but like, I don't have the good commentator voice to keep doing that. And like, I feel like I'd run out of stuff to talk about, because if it's just me by myself talking to a camera, I'm gonna feel very awkward. That's why I like a podcast, because there's someone else I can talk to. And I don't feel empty and alone.
I feel like I would just be the one person they watch because of how mad I can get at it.
Yeah, dude. Next thing I know, my controller's gone.
I'm not like my brother. Like when he plays video games, you can hear it. Like I'd be sleeping in the next room, I'd just hear, "What? How the fuck did you kill me?" But when I'm playing them, like sometimes I'll just go so agitated to the point that I just turn it off.
Yep. Yeah, I don't even save. Online. Don't give a shit how this affects my KD. Fuck you and your fucking two-shot and bullshit. No. All right. So that was question only one for Box Talk.
Fuck
your biggest.
Cat's making noise. Don't worry about that.
All right.
Hey. It's out of the 7 studio, so.
It's out of the same studio.
So
this one's a little weird, but out there. Your biggest insecurity.
Biggest insecurity.
Yeah, dude.
Physical insecurity would have to be the fact that I'm an ectomorph. Especially when I was working out heavy. I had such a problem building muscle. Like, I would get so strong.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't build fucking muscle.
Yeah,
like, look at me. You see my wrists?
Yeah.
See how
pencil
fucking
thin.
tiny that is?
Yeah. You got veins to make up for it.
Mental insecurity is my temper. Like, I embarrass myself sometimes.
Yeah. Mine, I think, is body dysmorphia. I think I'm like fucking like 600 pounds when I look at myself in the mirror. And I'm only like 265, 270. I'm like, alright, that's not as bad.
You look like a weightlifter.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing, is that people always ask me, do you weightlift? I'm like, I hit the gym every day, but like, I just can't lose a fucking beer belly to save my life. Like, I have like semi-flat. I have a little bit of overhang, and that's about it. But I mean, you've seen me from 3 years ago where I had fucking like, fucking belly, and then I had fucking like no muscle, and I just was like a fat fucking lonely kid. But now I'm kind of like, I have a job to keep me active. I have workout, and then I have fucking people to see every fucking day and do shit every day. And I think it also helped that I starved myself for like a fucking year almost. I mean, I don't think I've ever eaten in front of you or CC in the past like year and a half.
I mean, I can barely eat nowadays.
Yeah.
Especially in the mornings, I can't.
Dude, I can't eat breakfast, lunch, and then dinner is like a hit or miss. Like, sometimes I'm eating something, and then sometimes it's like, I just had a yogurt. That's about it.
The main thing I've had lately is like, I won't really eat much. But when I do want to eat, I want the spiciest shit out there.
Dude, I'm saying.
I want the hottest fucking food.
I want to feel it come down and out my asshole spicy.
I felt like I was tweaking in front of my girlfriend the other day because I was like, I need something hot. I ended up ordering fucking wings. That's all I got.
Yo, this is a good place, Wendell's in fucking, not Middleborough. The fuck is it? Randolph? It's like a little shit show of a place, but they have wings called Suicidal. They have Double Homicide. They have
Double Homicide.
The Devil's Deal. Those will make you cry and sweat at the same time. You don't even know where the liquid's coming from, but it's coming somewhere. And dude, this stuff, they make you sign a waiver and everything. I was like, that's how you know there's gonna be some spicy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I made the fatal mistake of eating it, not washing my hands afterwards, and then touching my dick after having to take a piss. Dude, you know how much I was like tweaking in my seat? I'm like fucking jittering in my seat because I was like, dude, I have to gently remind myself every time. Like, I'll look at my fingers, I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta wash them real quick. Or like,
I think the worst experience I had with spicy shit. So my sister-in-law, she had brought home to us a ghost pepper plant.
yeah,
And I took one right off the vine and ate it, seeds and all.
yeah.
Like I ate it, I was like,
Dude, you choke on a seed, you're done for the day.
But it wasn't so much that fucked me up was the spice,
Yeah.
but how much milk I drank to try to counteract it.
Dude.
For an hour, I felt like I was gonna die. And then the worst part is, I got served court papers. The cop came to my door and served me court papers, so I had to go outside and be like, I'm not tweaking out. I just ate the ghost pepper. And he was like, what are you, fucking crazy?
Dude,
so.
I get those. There's a place in Westgate Mall. No, what's the fucking shopping outside one? That's like the Nikes. The outlet. The Westgate outlet.
Not Burlington.
Hanover.
Is it Braintree?
Braintree outlet?
Shit.
I forget. But it has like a fuck ton of places. They have they have the one where you can make your own hot sauce and you can like sign the waiver and put like over like 3 million Scovilles in it. Yeah. I'm like, yo, sign me up. I actually have a bottle of not Atomic Bomb. What's it called? Scorpion 357. Mm. That shit burns your fucking face, but it tastes like barbecue sauce, and it's so good. Like, I'll dip, like, a full-on pinky in there. Like, I'm fucking testing the waters. Just whoop, and, like, I'm crying afterwards. Like, it takes a lot for me to, like, melt down for fucking spice. But, like, that stuff and the, oh, fuck. Scorpion 357, or Mad Dogs 357. I have one that's called Dr. Aspern's. Or Dr. Burns a lot. Something like that. Dr. Aspern's. Dr. something. But it's funny. It has ass in the name. I was like, oh, let's try this. Makes your asshole burn. And I was like, good to know. Good to know. Not really spicy. No, my dad introduced me to heat, and we went to the Wendell's place. And I was like 8 or 9. He got Double Homicide. And I was like, all right. And then I ordered Suicidal because I was like, that's one up the list. And he had the sign for me. And I tried a piece. And dude, I wasn't crying at nothing. And that's what really made me want to eat spicy food. It was because I can stand more heat than all these other guys. There's grown men weeping, and I'm just fucking in the corner eating my chicken tenders, dipped in the shit, fucking eating it like no problem. And they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is like not spicy to me." And then they came
trying to go to the slaughterhouse.
And then it was always so stupid because then I'd always get asked, "Can you eat this sauce?" I'm like, "Yeah, fucking dip a pinky in there." And then what freaked people out the most was when I used to take like a fucking top off and just go, "You want to see some real shit?" and fucking slurp down like half the bottle. They're like, "Are you fucking stupid?" And I was like, "It's not that hot."
With this shit, I can drink it straight. But so with hot shit, it's not so much that I can stand it. Yeah. It's just that I like it. So
yeah,
I'll eat hot shit and then I'll have to drink a shit ton of milk with it. Every time I eat something, I'll take milk. But I just like the sensation. You know what I mean?
The way that is that I can drink an entire bottle, not feel it until I go, wait, I just drank that entire bottle. And then my body goes, you did just drink that bottle. You're done. You're done. Sit down. You're having a great night now. Sit down. You're going to black out. I'm like, cool. my body just separates from the mind, and the mind's like, listen, we're gonna make you black out because you're not gonna like what you're gonna see. You're not gonna remember this. We're gonna make you forget it just so you don't feel embarrassed for tomorrow morning.
I don't think I blacked out since I was like 14. Because I mean, I'm German and Irish.
Oh, last time
I think I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah.
But in reality, I mean, you should see my fucking father.
Yeah, dude. I mean, not my dad. Not my stepdad. My stepdad kind of. But I mean, like, he's getting better. But I'm Irish and Italian. So, like, family gatherings, I'm always offered a beer and a glass of wine. Or, on my stepmom's side, it's a shot of vodka with every meal that we have. And, like the clock will strike noon. They're like, Daboja, and fucking give me a shot. And I'm like, neat. We're getting hammered at 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday morning. They're very Russian. They have hammer and sickle fucking vodka. Yeah. Costco brand. Fucking mint. Shit can set fire in seconds. But
worst alcohol I ever tasted was
Everclear.
Not even that. I drank a bottle of Everclear and I was still good. Like I drank at least half of it.
Yeah.
And it felt like I was buzzed. At the time I was drinking a lot.
Yeah.
Because I had a tolerance. But I think the worst shit I ever had, I don't even know if I could say brands on here.
Yeah.
But it was a certain brand of an alcohol store.
Yeah.
It tasted like, you know what witch hazel is?
Yeah.
Like the shit that you use on your face. It tasted like that smelled. It was the worst thing I ever fucking tasted.
That sounds fucking gross.
You know, and mind you, it was just chilling in my house. Because when I was a kid, alcohol was just like hanging out.
Yeah.
So that's how I first started drinking.
I never had to sneak it. My parents were always like, yeah, you can have a shot of that. Yeah. Or like it's a family occasion.
And I wouldn't even have to replace it like you see like in the movies and shit.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't even notice it was gone. They would just be like, damn, I drank that much?
Yeah. Yeah, I think my mom used to come home with like a bottle or two of wine. And I'm like halfway through a bottle of wine. I'm like, it's fucking wine. It gets me feeling fruity, weirdly.
So like they did not hide alcohol. But my father apparently was like a drug addict. Yeah. So it's a good thing I never found his shit because I was an impressionable ass kid. Yeah. So if I saw something in the movies, I'd be like, oh, damn, that's cool. Yeah. If I found a bottle of pills, I'd be like, oh, shit, let's get fucked up.
Oh, man. Oh, but I mean, like, there's that. There's the fucking, I mean, Irish and Italian, you just had loudmouth assholes forcing shots down your face all night, all day. But, alright, next box talk question.
You're jamming with 94.5.
Alright, this kind of one-way, but I mean, like, who are your best girlfriends? I know you.
Girlfriends or
girlfriends? Space. There's a double space between this one.
See, I'm not saying names, but
I don't want you getting in trouble. So if you want to skip this question, I'm perfectly fine with that. I got two more after this.
I'm not gonna get in trouble because I mean, like,
you can say your girlfriend.
I only am around girls because
your girlfriend is only hanging out with girls, and like she has like, two dude friends.
Like,
me.
You know what happened the last time I had one of my friends?
Yeah.
So I'm only around girls. So my favorite ones is probably my girl, and who she just found out is her biological sister.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's like her family.
Yeah, that's now family.
My girl's family I love, and then obviously the people I live with, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And like you can name names, but I don't think you really want to. We've said a couple names. I'm probably gonna bleep them out, but
yeah.
I mean, like.
I mean, nobody that's gonna sue us. I mean, obviously, like I didn't say the name of that liquor store. You know who you are. You know who you are. I'm trying to prove it. Your shit sucks.
No, I have a huge list of fucking, not huge, but a list.
Honestly, outside of who my girlfriend hangs out with, I have one friend, and she was with me throughout all of high school. Yeah. She was awesome because we never really had our own thing. Yeah. We were just kind of like bros. Like she was like my therapist.
That's me with Cece. She was my therapist throughout all of high school, and now like.
Everybody needs that one person because like it got to the point where I was my own therapist. I talked to myself.
Yeah, dude. Like mirror talks were a whole different thing, dude. Oh.
This podcast is probably the most I've talked in a couple weeks. Because I usually just keep my fucking mouth shut.
I figured you needed some way to let out some talking time. I figured you'd be a great co-host
I have a lot of stories I have a lot of stories that I just don't really talk about.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, I feel that, but I mean, like, at the same time, a lot of them are, like, R-rated, and I know my parents...
I won't get into a lot of shit that I went into because it was, like, violence and shit.
Yeah.
But I'll get into, like, how I was homeless and all that shit. Like, even what my father did and how he was an asshole. But I mean, like... that, I don't really talk.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad every time I come over because every time I come over, you get in trouble for talking to me because I'm talking to you. And I'm like, yo, I don't want to talk to these bitches. They all are in
I just like
fucking like 12
video
feet.
games, honestly. Like when I was a kid, I thought like, oh, by the time I'm 19, I'm not gonna be playing no video games. I'm gonna be doing my own thing. But like after work,
there's nothing to do.
I just love entering another fucking world. Yeah,
there's nothing really to do after work. I mean, like. Like I said, after a workout, I'm like done for the day. I'm done for the day. I'm going to bed at like 9:30 now. I'm come back from when I was working at the other place before the current job. I was like, yo, I remember when I stayed up till like 2, 3 a.m. driving home, and then I had to get up for an hour later, go to work. I still have to do that now, but I mean, like, now it's a little bit more. Like, I like to go to work now, so I'm, like, ready to face the day, and I actually have to have energy for the next day, whereas the other place, I didn't have to give a fuck about what I was doing there.
And it's nice when your work involves physical activity.
Yeah.
Like obviously, you see the old guys, their backs hurt and shit, but, like, it's different than sitting at a desk, because, like, I can't sit at a desk. Like, when I was in school, I used to wake up at 3 a.m. to work out before I had to leave at, like, fucking 6 whatever to get there. But if you're actually active during the day, then your body is less morbid. You know what I mean? Like, not as drained of energy.
That's why I go after work, because after work, I have, like, the most energy because I'm pumped up from the work day, and then I'm going to the gym, and I'm like, all right, this is, like, my time to take a break. And my mental reset is when I get home and I'm scrolling through TikTok or social media doing this, or, like, it's just the mental reset that I have from the time away. Just to like mentally reset. I feel like every guy has that like 30-minute period where they're like, all right, that was a good break from reality. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing.
Yeah, see, I try to get as much breaks from reality as possible. My reality is never usually good. But the thing is, so like I always have my own home gym. Like I built my own home gym.
Yeah.
I had a workout bench that incline, decline, so I could do whatever type of work I wanted. I had a barbell, dumbbells, and shit like that. I did not like going into public to work out. And even now, I am still to this day, for probably the past 8 months, I've been paying for a Planet Fitness membership that I've only gone like 5 times maybe. I worked out here earlier this morning.
I get my money's worth.
Yeah. Like I went there, and it's just like, I don't know, I like working out alone.
Yeah, I do too. That's why I have like I have the over-ear headphones. Yep. I'm plugging into my phone. I'm zoning the fuck out because I have the pre-workout already mixed in a shaker bottle. I'm fucking downed it in the parking lot. I'm coming in fucking like ready, pumped. I'm like, I don't even talk to no one, even the cashiers or whatever the fuck their job title is. Like the fucking people at the front desk. Secretaries? No, they're not secretaries.
Whatever the fuck
they
ask questions. Like, oh, how do I use the tanning booth?
Yeah. And fucking like I just zone out, click the fucking phone because they don't give you the card anymore. You have to do it all through your phone. Beep the phone, go to work out. 2 hours later, like I'll see people leave from their shift, and the next shift, like the night shift, comes in. And I'm like, damn, I've been here for a long ass time. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go home now. And it's like 9:30 when I get home, and I'm out cold.
Like my home gym, like I'd work out in schedules, but it became such a pastime to me that I would work out for like 6 hours at a time. Yeah. Breaks in between, like a half an hour break after every like minute break that I took for my actual muscle build. Yeah. But it's so nice to just be able to work out, and then when you want to take a break, you just lay down in the fucking bed and scroll through the internet.
Yeah. That sounds fantastic. I just don't have any room to put any of my equipment.
Yeah, I miss my fucking punching bag. I want to get this done. Because I'll put it in here.
Yeah.
My punching bag was awesome. Because there were muscles, like they called them boxer muscles.
Yeah.
They're like below your shoulder blades. Yeah. But above your lower back. Lower back.
Yeah.
And you can only activate them when you're swinging and hitting something.
Yeah.
Like I developed so much muscle when I was actually working out at home because I had all the right equipment.
Right. But
you can't really get that at a gym.
I do mostly boxing exercises because, like, boxing and weightlifting are my 2 favorite sports. Football, I never really found a big interest in. It was always fun to hit the other guy as hard as he fucking could and make him get a fucking concussion, but I could do the same thing with my fists faster than I could do it with my body. So I always liked boxing because I did it from like I was 12 to 16, right? 17. No, 16. Sophomore year is when I quit fucking boxing because I had football and then I went to boxing practice right afterwards. And that was a long ass day. School for 6 hours, football practice, boxing. And I was like, damn, I should have lost a fuck ton of weight, but I was just gaining muscle and not losing any weight. Until it was like, I think my last 2 years was like freshman and sophomore year was when I was starting to lose weight. And I was like, all right, I can see where this is going. Yeah. And I just started going to the gym and boxing. And then so junior year, I quit boxing because my trainer died. And I was like, all right, I think I'm good. I ain't going to find somewhere as good as him. So I respected his wishes. And
well, I mean, with most sports, the thing I couldn't stand was the organization. Like, I got kicked out of soccer because I took some kid out. This was all when I was a kid. Like, even before middle school, I got kicked out of basketball because I put some kid in the face. I couldn't even make the football team because I didn't know the positions or anything. Yeah. I didn't know the coordinations. I just knew throw the ball, body somebody, that was it. But boxing is the one sport that I knew what to do. Like, you're in an enclosed area with somebody. Yeah, and it's just beat each other till someone taps out or fucking down. Yeah, that's so, the only rule. Like, I did most street boxing when I was in high school. Like, I did like enclosed boxing for a little bit, but it wasn't quite what I wanted. Yeah, I like that straight bare knuckle to the face shit. Yeah. That's something that you can't really bare knuckle boxing. Else. Yeah, it's a lot of backyard stuff now. Oh yeah, it's all legal rings, and you get lawsuits on you for it, and that's funny. Yeah. I mean, what was it? Oh man. There was a couple places that were like underground places that I loved, but also bring back so many memories of like not PTSD, but like I still want to go down to the basements and like reminisce about them. Yeah. They don't bring back like terrifying memories, but I mean like there's some dark stuff down there, and I'm like, this is gonna bring out a side of me that I'm not gonna like. Fights in the fucking basement. Like I was 14 going up against middle-aged. Yeah, dude, you telling me I'm fucking like I was like 2 something and fucking. Middle school, I looked like I was fucking like 10 years old going up against dudes that looked like they were fucking 50 and have been doing it for 30 something years. Or like even like the newer guys who were like 20 something but like heavyweights, and I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do against this guy? It was like long nights of getting beat the fuck out of. Like I remember I used to come home. There's something else about when money's involved, because if you go and you pay for a gym membership and you're boxing with somebody, that's different. But when I was doing fights, we were getting paid to do it. It was different. Like I had a check to earn it, and whoever's gonna stop me is gonna go down. Yep. That was a big thing. I remember that was a big thing. Like I'm not gonna lie, I got my ass whooped a lot of times, but I also did really good. But I think my best drunk story came from fighting. Yeah. Because we were doing our little boxing thing, and I got so drunk that they almost didn't want to let me step up. Yeah. But I did. I was like, no, I'm good. I got it. And I don't even think I made it like 15 seconds into this little first round. And I punched myself so hard in the face that I almost knocked myself out. Like I still have, like my jaw is still messed up from it. It sounds like, when I open my jaw, it sounds like a beanbag. Like I have sand in my jaw. I punched myself so hard, I don't even know how the fuck I did it. Dude, at that point, I was like, all right, I might step out tonight. I've done drunk boxing. That's fun. Mm-hmm. That's fun. Is when you can't feel you getting hurt, and that's a dangerous combination. Dude, I remember I walked away with like 2 broken ribs, fucking like a couple fingers dislocated. Dude, on the way home, my coach, my trainer was like, "You'll be fine. I'll pop your fingers back in before you get inside. Your ribs, just don't lay on your back." And I was like, He's like, lay somewhere else. I was like, where the fuck do you want me to lay? Like, on my side? This is going to put more pressure. It's going to hurt. He's like, put some ice on it. You'll be fine. Like, even a couple of my ribs are fucked. Like, I think I'm missing 2 ribs. Like, one right here, I'm missing the one that's supposed to be right here. And one that's supposed to be, like, right under here. Yeah. I'm missing those 2 because I had to get them removed because they were so fucking... They regrew. But they didn't regrow. They, like, fixed themselves like that. So they're poking into my lungs. Whatever gets in between them. Yeah.
So it was like dangerously close to my lungs. Like if I got socked again, I would have died. Like if they broke again, that would have punctured a lung and I would have choked to death on my own blood, which would have been terrifying.
I had deviated septum that I finally got surgery for. Like I could barely.
Oh, my nose is still broken. I can't breathe properly ever out of it.
Like I'm surprised my shit is not crushed in because I took so many hits to the nose.
Looking like Voldemort. The boy lives. Come to die.
Like I would show up at school, my hands would be all chopped up.
Dude.
And they'd be like, "Oh, what happened?" I'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight McDonald's."
Dude, I remember I have bony ass knuckles, and it's because I used to have to sand them down. Mm-hmm. Sand them down and then hit the punching bag. So it ripped the skin, made me bleed, and then I punched the punching bag so I wouldn't feel the pain. Like I can't feel pain. Like you could take a hammer to my hands probably right now, and I wouldn't feel any pain in them. Like any of my knuckles, you could probably break and I wouldn't feel them.
Yeah, like same here. Like I have really hard knuckles because I train them to be like that. Because you have to kind of create these microfractures to build up what's there. Kind of like when you're working out.
Yeah.
You're tearing your muscles.
Yeah.
So that they can build back up. It's the same thing with your knuckles.
Yeah, my middle finger sticks up like the most for no reason.
Oh, my pinky, for the longest time, it's been like skewed from all the other hands.
Yeah.
The other fingers.
Yeah. My pinky on this side is all bone. Like this side, it's like a little flatter. But I mean, like everyone comments on how soft my back and my hands are, and it's like, well, because I fucking tore down the skin so many times that it regrew into like. That's why you can actually see my veins in the back of my hands, but you can't see them anywhere else on me. Like probably my wrists now, but even then, like back of my hands were all cut up always.
Like I've always been such an ectomorph that you can just see my veins.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is. I always had such a good fighter in me. Like you can see how far like my main knuckles point.
Yeah. But we deviated so much.
We skewed far from the.
All right, we got last question. Best truck brand. I don't know if you know a lot of trucks.
I'm not really a car guy, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer this one. I like the bow ties, Chevys, but I'm more of a Ford man. Well, no, I'd rather push my Chevy home than drive a Ford. Fix or repair daily, I'm good on that one. So I'm gonna answer with the Chevy Silverado. Best truck
like
brand.
I drive cars.
Yeah.
So when I get a car, I go for Toyota because that's what I know is
more reliable. Yeah. Dude, my car's running on 155,000 miles right now. Mm-hmm. Engine's never been changed. Tranny's never been changed. Yeah. Everything still in it is original except for like maybe the brakes and fucking basic maintenance. Maybe the tires have been changed. I know those aren't stock rims on them. Like, but I think other than that, that car's that's an 04. Mine's an 04, so like that thing's been around for 18 years.
Yeah, mine's an 08.
It's old enough to fuck.
Mine, don't make fun of me, but I have a Camry.
Yeah, I do too. It's not
fine until recently because somebody to be unnamed decided to back into it. I feel like ever since then it's kind of been a little jacked up.
I forgot about that.
Well, no, like I've been a jack of all trades. Like I've done plumbing, carpentry, electrical, HVAC.
Yeah, I've had
just demolition. I've done siding, landscaping. But the one thing that I never got into was mechanical shit.
Yeah, I've a jack of all trades, is a master of none. Yeah. But I mean, like I've done everything and anything. That's why like the job I like right now is everything and anything. Like. Sometimes it's putting vinyl on cars. Sometimes it's fucking hanging signs. Sometimes it's fucking making signs. Like, it's all over the place. But I love it. I mean, I've done carpentry, electrical, basic stuff. Like, it's like surface level knowledge.
Yeah.
Cars are where I can dive deep into it. Where I can kind of like
that's
get
the
to the
nice
nitty gritty of
about
it.
What I do for work now. Because mainly what we do is carpentry, but we venture into other shit.
Yeah.
But we don't have to worry about what's going to hold up for 50 years. We just need it to hold up and look good. What's going to be on film.
Right.
So it's nice. Like, I remember, so I had done mass DOT training before and everything, so I know exactly what you have to do when you lay down cement.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit surprised when I showed up on the job, and we were just dumping the compound in the hole and then pouring water in it. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? But that's really all you need.
Yeah, you don't need it to. You don't need it to last for 50 to 60 years. Like,
because you have to bang it up anyways to look like it's been aged for decades.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, I love what I do because like it's so minimalistic, but there's still a level of skill that you have to have.
Yeah. It's just getting passed by.
Yeah.
That's what it basically is. But
like this house that we're in right now, this would be passed by.
Yeah.
I don't know about professional, but it's definitely good enough to be passed by.
It's probably why the home inspectors are like, and a quick glance, and we're good.
Like I look at the carpentry that's been done over here. Shit is off. Like the plumbing, this what's supposed to be a bathroom.
Yeah.
There was zero pitch on that at all.
Really?
And it leads for yards. Like, because there's a sewer system, so it goes out until probably the main road that's
Probably.
here.
Yeah.
And there was zero pitch.
Yeah, that's fucked. Damn. Well, yeah, so that was the last question of Box Talk. So I have a lot of editing to do in this fucking video. I got a lot of shit to do. I had to buy 2 microphones because I fucking forgot the cords for it. So, you know, we're going to have a lot more guests soon. Probably a lot of bigger fucking podcasts. I just bought 2 new fucking Blue Yeti mics, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
but
I'm definitely down to do this more often.
Yeah, if Joe calls out again, we'll definitely have you back. Or even for... Yeah, I know Joe will probably have some questions for you, and we'll have you as a guest instead of a co-host.
Even if you need a third,
I'm down third,
I'll drive out there next time, so you don't have to come all the way out.
Nah, it was no big deal. It was fucking just packing up everything, which luckily fucking Target had everything. Or redacted, whatever the fuck it is.
They had good enough.
Yeah, they didn't have the cords. They had the whole microphone, though. So I just fucking sent it. Bought 2 new ones. Whatever. Fuck it. It's just a paycheck. But this has been another installment of the Boxed Out Boys. Till next time. See you.